Hey everybody, Nick's from Squared Circle Reviews. I just have a few thoughts about the Royal Rumble match coming up this Sunday on the 27th. So first off, the WWE has the United States Championship, Antonio Cesaro versus The Miz on the pre-show, and I think that is a stupid move. If you're gonna have any championship match should be on the main card. Um, I don't know. I don't really. You should use the pre-show for even though Night of Champions. No, not Night of Champions. Hell in Cell. When John Cena talked on the pre-show, that was kind of stupid. But I don't know. It's better than wasting a perfectly good title match. But anyways, my thoughts about that is that Antonio Cesaro will retain the championship. Um, it's really their feud just started not this past Monday, but a week ago, the 20th anniversary of Raw, with the Miz TV segment with Ric Flair. So they still got a ways to go. I think they'll have a match at Elimination Chamber. Um, I don't really think that the Miz is the right guy to drop the title to, though. I've read some articles on Dirt Sheets about them bringing back the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania, and I think Cesaro, if you're gonna do that, which I don't think they will, but if they were going to, give the Miz the title at Chamber and then have Cesaro win at Mania, but that probably won't happen. Anyways, so Cesaro's whole gimmick was no American can beat me for the championship. So will some other superstar from a foreign country win it? Justin Gabriel couldn't do it. Just I don't know. I can't even remember who else has faced him. The Great Khali couldn't do it. So I don't know. I'm still looking for the All-American Jack Swagger. Not a huge fan of him, but I mean it just makes sense. It'll be good for his return because they're gonna turn him face. So I don't know. It just makes sense to me. Anyways, up next, tag team championship match. Team Hell No, Kane Daniel Bryan versus Rhodes Scholars, Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow. Now, there has been so many times since Kane and Daniel Bryan won the championships where I thought that Rhodes Scholars were gonna take the titles from them pretty much ever since they became a team together, which was like a month after Kane and Daniel Bryan won the championships. But no, I definitely think that Rhodes Scholars will win the titles because this past Monday, Kane and Daniel Bryan had their anger management graduation ceremony. So I think it's about time for them to drop the titles. They've had them for 6 or 7 months now since Night of Champions. Really, just Damien Sandow needs a title to establish himself. I would much rather he win the Intercontinental title, but that's not going to happen for a while. Not until Barrett drops it to whomever. I don't really know. But then what happens with Kane and Daniel Bryan? Well, I think that they might do a rematch at Elimination Chamber, or they might just forget about him and split Hell No up for good. And I think one of them should turn heel and then I don't know, have a match at Mania or something, because they were feuding before this even they had that match at SummerSlam. So you need to end the feud between the two of them. There wasn't no end, so some unanswered questions there. Okay, so World Heavyweight Championship match, last man standing match, Alberto Del Rio versus The Big Show. So this is a rematch from 2 weeks ago on SmackDown where Del Rio won the title in a last man standing match. And I don't know if they did it because Big Show's hurt. I don't know if they did it because they want a new Latin star. And there's so many different options, so many different rumors going on about it. Really just hard to tell. But Del Rio's out. He's gonna retain here. There's no point in giving the Big Show the title back now. Because Big Show's title reign was 2-3 months long. You can't. They're not doing short title reigns anymore. They're not gonna do 15. They're not gonna do 10, 20 days. They're gonna do obviously like 3 months at the least. Like Cesaro's had the championship for almost 200 days now. Punk is that's a whole nother story. That's 430 days, something like that. I don't really know. But so yeah, Del Rio will retain. That'll be the end of their feud. I think Del Rio's gonna drop the championship at Chamber though, so he's gonna have a short reign with that. Then obviously the Royal Rumble revolves around two things right now: CM Punk versus The Rock for the WWE Championship and the 30-man Royal Rumble match itself. So I think the end. I don't know which one they're gonna have first. If they're gonna have the Rumble match first or the title match. Having the title match first would make more sense, obviously, because the Rumble match always should end the Royal Rumble. So if it goes Punk Rock and then the Royal Rumble match, the ending of the WWE Championship match, you should be able to tell what's going to happen at the end of the Rumble match. I think if The Rock wins the title, then it's obvious that John Cena will win the Rumble for the second time. But if Punk wins, I think Sheamus is going to win the Rumble again. But I don't know. There's much going around about talk about who's going to win the WWE Championship match. Punk makes more sense, I guess. Although The Rock would be a good guy to drop it to, just because he's got a big name, and so that Punk losing his title after 400 plus days, it should mean something. But The Rock's. I feel like The Rock's probably gonna win the title at the Royal Rumble, but you never know. They're changing their mind every day. So the Royal Rumble, I've always thought, it's a fun hour. It's a good match to watch, to see, and all these little feuds going on in the match itself, like Punk and Ziggler, not Punk, Cena and Ziggler. That cage match didn't end their feud. That's not the end of their feud. To end their feud, it's gonna end at the end of the Royal Rumble match, because I think in the final four men are the most important when it comes down to it. And the final four, my prediction: Ziggler, Cena, Sheamus, and Orton, because they've talked about having a Sheamus versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So, and like I said, if Punk wins the title, I think Sheamus might win the Rumble. Ziggler's not going to win it. He's got the Money in the Bank contract. He doesn't need 2 title opportunities, so Ziggler's out. But I think he'll be in the final 4, because he has to start in 1 or 2, and it'll be good for Ziggler to last that long. Something to look back on, and be like, wow, that was really impressive. So that'll be good for him. So Ziggler is going to be in the final 4, but he will not win the match. Cena, Sheamus, and Orton. So, I think Sheamus wins. He'll eliminate Orton last, right? And then at Chamber, like I said, at Chamber, I think Del Rio might lose the title. I think he'll lose to Orton. And so then, Sheamus, for the second year in a row, will say that he'll challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. It'll be against Randy Orton. Randy Orton will then, for that 6 weeks in between Chamber and Mania, work on his heel turn, because you're not going to turn. You've put so much time and effort into turning Sheamus face. You're not going to do it You're not going to change that 2 years later or a year and a half later. So, so yeah, and at Mania it'll be Sheamus and Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. Ziggler, I don't know what he's gonna do at Mania. That's another video, but I just wanted to share some of my Royal Rumble predictions. Surprise returns. I think you'll see Christian. I think you might see Chris Jericho. Oh, just someone really random. I don't know. They say that all the people you saw on Raw will be in the Royal Rumble match. I doubt that, because you're gonna have 5 or 6 surprise returns, or just really random people, announcers, Michael Cole, friggin' Hacksaw, Jim Duggan. I don't know. So, just a quick video, some of my thoughts about what might happen, and I will talk to you guys on Monday.